Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Wish all is well in this pandemic era. Here, I'd like to explain the new material about procedural text. So, here we go. So, what is the procedural text? So, the purpose of the procedural text is to provide the sequence information. Yeah. So with this information, that people can successfully perform the activities with efficient in the appropriate ways. So how to arrange the procedural text? So here I give you two categories. The first one is how to make something, and the second one is how to do something. So actually, procedural text is the process analysis essay in some parts of the world. So this title provides the students with a greater understanding of the purpose of analyzing a process and writing as the simple procedure. Yeah, how to make the procedure? How do we use the procedural? Because it makes the reader easy to understand, easy to grasp what they read. Here, the common form of the procedural text, the first one is about the direction, and the second one is about instruction. The third one is the receipts, the fourth one the rules of the games, and the fifth is the manuals, and the last one is agendas. So I have here the 6 characteristics when you want to make the procedural text. You will start each steps with the time connecting, to how to connect between one sentence to another one in the procedural text. The first one you can use first, and then after that you have next, you have then, in addition, furthermore, and also the last one, finally. So here I'd like to show you the examples on how to use the procedural text, how to install Windows 11 through the Windows Insider program. Here we go. So in the step 1, join the Windows Insider program. I use first here to explain. First thing to do, you can join the Insider program via Windows 10 by clicking the Start menu. Then click Setting. That's the first example of using procedural text. You can see the yellow underlined words there. I use first and then for the procedural. Step 2, I use next. Next, select update and security. Step 3, I use in addition. Select Windows Insider program from the left menu. Step 4, once that is done, select Get Started. I use once that is done. I use the different connector in the procedural text because I just want to make the reader not just want to make sure that the reader is not boring with the procedural text. If you only use first, second, third, then next, then next, then next, finally, it makes the reader bored, guys. So make sure that the reader is happy to read the enriched vocabulary that you use in the procedural text. Step 5. Next step is clicking link in account. Step 6, one more step. Select which Microsoft account link. Yeah, in this part I use one more step. Step 7, furthermore. Yeah, furthermore, select dev channel and hit confirm. Furthermore. Yeah. And the last one, finally, you will be on your Windows 11 in some minute, for example. So make sure that in the beginning you use first, and then in the last one you use finally. First, finally, first, finally. But in the middle you use the customize your connecting words in procedural text. Just make sure, yeah, that the reader is happy to read, the reader is clear enough to read your procedural text, and the most important thing is make the readers is not getting bored. Thank you so much for the time. Yeah, please see and watch this material well. If you have the question, let me know as soon as possible through the Telegram group, or you can just text me in the direct message. Nasrul minallah fatun karim. Wabashirul mu'minin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ciao.